This is me saying hello. Welcome to the demo version of Untethered. I haven't done any videos in a while, so I'm going to do one now. This one is, well, I kind of like the look of this. It's an absolute demo prologue, whatever you want to call it, for a space survival game. Unfortunately, there's one where there's no zombies, because if you're going to write a survival game, and you want it to be realistic, don't put zombies in it because they don't exist. Anyway, rant over. I'm going to get on with this game. This is Untethered, as I say, the demo version. And the idea of this is to basically, like most survival games, get out alive. But you're in space in a shuttle pod. Well, not a shuttle pod, but a spacecraft which is on fire. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Have a look. Right, for those of you who've noticed something that I will not be talking a lot in this video because, I recorded the video and I did a lot of chatting, but then I found that the audio track didn't record. Anyway, here's what's happening. We have to get out this ship. Q and we've just seen the controls there for rotate and pan. What it doesn't tell you is that you have to press control to stop. I'm sure the developers put that in. Water. You need water. You grab it and you click your mouse button again to get hold of it. As you can see there, you have to hold your button in. Now we need to get out. Now this is the inventory. We have no repair units. We need a repair unit so we can repair the ship, but we don't have one. And we have a leaky tank, which we need to fix, repair or replace. So we'll go back to storage and we can see we've got our water bag, which we will need to drink because it's going to... I think it's just told us our hydration level is slightly less than it should be. So if we go and consume that, it should bring it up. I went back to the home screen, which I forgot to do. It tells you your food and water level. Now you click on that and it opens. Excuse me. Now we gather materials to build things, as one does. And then we also have to get the hell out of Dodge. So let's go for that. Another water bag, which we'll need a bit later on. And this gets continually annoying until you get out of the ship, but you're in for a surprise. Spoiler alert, don't wear headphones when you get into the other ship, because let's just say, oh yes, at this point you have to start the EVA, which means basically open the airlock and let us out. Okay, so now we're getting out into dead space. Saturn. It's not Saturn. There's no detail on the planet, but they'll probably work on that when the full game is released. These are materials which we gather. I'll grab some whatever that is there. There you go, aluminium. You can see on the upper right there it told us we've got aluminium, but we will need aluminium, copper and silicon, food and water. The food is always tins of tuna, and once you've consumed a bag of water or a tin of tuna, oh excuse me, I need a cough button on this thing. Then you actually can recycle the tins for aluminium. As you can see, we're gathering a few bits there. That's copper. You can tell by the colour. In fact, you can usually tell everything by the colour because silicon's blue because solar panels. Copper is brown because, well, copper is always brown. And yeah, we've got a bit of lag there when I was recording this. I get a bit of it here and there, but it settles down after a while. So now you click on End EVI, which shuts the airlock and says let me in. As you can see, there's no power on because, well, reasons. And that noise you see, the noise you hear, is the circuit breaker. It says you've got no power. You need to click the circuit breaker when the power goes off. There you go, reset breaker. Now we've got power. It's a solar panels there saying we've got solar energy, but we have no batteries. Ah yes, we take control of the ship, pick up the message which tells us what we have to do. Gather debris, install a workbench, and then we can do other stuff. And we download the schematic. This is supposed to be in the 1980s. You didn't download things. You went up with them, and etc, etc. Anyway, we've done that so far. I'm going to take a bit of a break now because my throat's hurting, but you'll get the idea. If I have to say anything else, I will say it momentarily. As you can see, it tells you what you need to build the workbench. So we have to go out and get some parts for it. Floating in space, floating in space. It's beautiful out here. The sad thing is you can't take a holiday out in space. You've only got a few seconds in your suit with a leaky air tank. But we will remedy that soon. This is food. You can tell by the round edges. The round edges are food. Everything else isn't. That's our ship. That's where we're going to do. We're going to do some upgrades to this in a bit, but as I say, you'll figure it out. You'll see what's going on. It's very intuitive, this demo. I'm kind of looking forward to when they release the full game. Now we have all the materials, we can build the workbench, and we just slot in place. There's only one place for it to slot. Here's where you can disassemble your empty water bag and your tuna cans. Oh dear, that noise means we've got another message. Another telephone call from the wherever it is. Pressing craft there doesn't do anything. You have to go down there and press craft items. Pressing craft should do that. Maybe the developers will. As you can see, we don't have the materials to make an electrical kit. I think if I'm right, it's 2 copper. Another message. Construct a small module, construct a science hub inside. So we're going to extend our ship before we fix it. The ship is broken, but we're going to extend it before we're fixing it. There's a reason for this, because we kind of need to, we need to waste a lot of time in this game, because the way the research tree increases is rather time consuming. Anyway, we're going to get some bits for copper, some copper bits to build the electrical components.
Inventory mass approaching limits. Hunger increasing.
As you can see, we have something new to build now. That's the small module, which we now need to build. Yeah, we had to eat canned tuna there because we were getting hungry. And I think, how long do you think it would be before you'd kill yourself if all you had was canned tuna? Got nothing against it. It's a perfectly stable diet, but if that's all you're eating, you're not going to get all the nutrients and whatever garbage your body needs to survive. But here we go. Construction. You have to build this outside. But we need one electrical kit, which we haven't got. So you build it in here. You have to click on craft items, not disassemble. And there you go, look, electrical kit. You only need one for the extension bit, the small bit. And now I've got it. It says we've got one in our inventory. So now let's go back outside, I think, and build one. We can't build it in here. We have to build it outside. I don't know why I clicked on it there. As you can see here, you can see the damage to the ship. There's to the booster there and to the hull. We'll have to repair that in a bit. And now we can build our extra module. We can stick that here. Now we build it there, and you click on that box basically. There you go. Easy, wasn't it? No spectacular welding, no months and months of construction. We can do it in minutes, seconds, fraction of a second. If only space engineering was really that easy. This is inside the module we've just built. As you can see, it's pretty bare. The cupboard was bare. Now we need to build that electrical kit. Yes, we should have built 2 of those electrical kits, but we built one because, well, we forget things. So we need another one of those, which we can build now because we have copper. And now we can build our science lab thingy. That's a science hub. Technical term is a science lab thingy. It's not hard to figure out how to place it. Just basically a blank space. We've got a few of them on this module. You can build bigger modules, you can build smaller modules, and we can build all sorts. So no, not yet. We have to learn research. Because as you can see, we've got no labs. And to do research, we have to build a lab. Which basically means, have a look at the tree. There's only one thing we can use at this time, telemetry. That'll give us the ability to build a lab. Then we need to, once we've built that, we can start researching into other things. But as you can see, nothing's happening with it at the minute. We have to build our telemetry lab. And we're going to do that in just a few moments. Now we need a circuit board. For that, we start looking for silicon. And spoiler alert, I think I mentioned it earlier, it's blue. One thing I found about silicon is it's usually close to the mothership. And it doesn't float very far from it because, well, it's from the solar panels.
Oxygen level 50%.
What that means is the sun has gone behind us. We're into the night time. Remember I said we've got no batteries, so we've got no power at night. So what we do is we sleep and wake up the following day, and we have to reset the breakers again because that annoying beep keeps going on until you do. Although you can actually turn it off the night before, it just doesn't reset the power. You have to reset the power again in the morning. Remember to think 3D in this game, not 2. There we go. Power. No solar panels at all. Well, we've got solar. But we need additional solar panels and we need batteries to make this viable. Well, you can see we can now place our telemetry. Oh, we already did, didn't we? We just have to turn it on. Here we go. Now we find we can start doing research. Like I said, the first secret of survival is survival. We need to fix our air tank first. Although it doesn't tell you have to do that, that's where I'd go to first. And that's where I do go to first. We need 7 in total. Then we need to work on solar. And of course basic storage, because you need somewhere to store all the stuff you pick up. Your suit surprisingly has a weight limit. In the gravityless area of space, your suit has a weight limit. Figure that one out. Oh look, another telephone call.
Communication received.
Look at that. While we're away, we gathered research points. I don't know. Somebody said that you have to be close to your ship to gain telemetry points. I don't think doesn't seem logical. I think the further away you get, the more telemetry you get. But we were looking for now to repair. Oh, God, my mouse is slow. Yeah, it's that one. That one we want. We're not there yet. One more point. So we'll sit there waiting patiently for that one point because we're sad.
Dehydration increasing.
And there you have it. We can now repair our air tank or build a new one, I think. Not in there. We've got aluminium water bag and consume because we're thirsty. Disassemble items. What's going on here? My empty water bag. There we are. You have to press and hold the disassemble button for it to work. Now craft air tank. There we go. We can make it now. Now once we've made it, we can now replace our existing one by going into our inventory. Press the tab key. Press the home key. Select oxygen tank. Click on the new one. And click swap. Now we can dismantle our old one. Personally, it would be nice if you could repair them, but I don't think you can, to be fair. Here you go. Gives you some resources back. Here you go. Silicon, aluminium, or 2 aluminium and 1 silicon. We shall need that later. Now we have a bit more. We can spend more time out in the massive void there. Next. I can't remember what we did next, but you'll see for yourself. Can you have too much water? Well, technically no, but when you have a weight limit and gravityless space, then yes, you can. However, yeah. I wonder if you can go in there. I never actually tried. Those red dots, those 4 red dots indicate the entrance. We're grabbing silicon at the minute. But you don't have to go in there for that demo. If you play it yourself, have a look. More silicon.
Inventory mass approaching limits.
See, now we're there. You see, I never actually attempted to board that ship. If I play the demo again, I probably will. But anyway, back home. Now to take a look, see what else we've researched, if anything. 7 credits, what does that get us? I would like mobile repairs, but solar panel, basic storage, yes, we've got that one. So now we can build storage, so we can store stuff we, new elements, look. Storage, I think you can get bigger storage containers, but not on the demo. On the demo you get the basic one. Now we should be able to build storage. Now we just find this vacant spot, which is usually the first one. This doesn't require any power, which is useful because we're limited on power. Just stick everything we're not using in there. Well, it will need it later, but for the time being, we just keep what we're not using. It's got a maximum of 100 kilogram. So later on in the game, or if you actually get to the full game, I imagine you'll build a few of those. So what we're looking for next, fluid analysis. Well, I don't think we need that in this demo. I don't know if that means you end up drinking your own urine. A bit worrying, isn't it? Or perhaps you'd be able to create water. I've not seen any use for it in a demo. It would be useful though, wouldn't it? Instead of having to hunt for bags all the time out in space. There are only so many, and you can't rely on them. Now we're going to build some solar cells. I think we'll build 3. We was able to research solar power, as you could see back then. But it'll give us more oomph, which means we can build more units. But we need batteries. However, we shall build solar panels for the time being. And while we're mucking around with that, we might gain enough research points to build the solar battery power storage. New elements. Again, we have to build these outside. We need some aluminium. Plenty floating about here. And you see that hangar door there. That's definitely got aluminium in it. But I think we need 2. I think we need 3 in total, don't we? If we're building 3 solar panels. Build 1. As you can see, you could place them on the green squares. If you're playing the full game, you'd build them all around. I did a bad thing actually. I built them in a dark place so they can't charge. I built this one in a dark place. I should have built it where it's light, so that one doesn't get much sun. Anyway, we're going to be building some batteries soon. That's the next step. Build some batteries.
Hunger increasing. Oxygen level 50%.
One more and we're there. Just sit there waiting for that 1 point. As you can see, the amount of points you have to fill gets greater with every level. And it doesn't seem linear either. But power storage, we can now unlock it. Now we can build batteries. This should be fun. Storage, construction, new elements, battery. 2 electrical kits, so that's 4 aluminium. Sorry, 4 copper. We need 1 more, or 2 more aluminium. Actually, we need a total 4 aluminium if we're going to build 2 batteries. But I think I forget that in this game. I forget a lot of things in this game, but it is only a demo, and I'd probably have died horribly ages ago anyway. However, this isn't real, so we're going to have some fun. When did the music disappear? We had some background music. It was rather pleasant. I can't remember what I'm doing here. As you can tell, the sound was added on either, or this vocal was added on afterwards. After the event, post-audition, so to speak. Hang on, we'll figure it out in just a moment. On the hunt for materials for batteries. I think water bag always useful, but if we run out of water out here, which I don't think, I think this game respawns it, we're in messed up otherwise, because other than that water recreation or water science thingy we're going to look at later, I assume that gives you the ability to, well, produce water in a non-urine way. And I think that darkness means it's night time, so we better go back into our mothership, and I bet you the lights have gone off and the alarm's kicking in. I put money on it. Well, I would if I was a gambler, but then again, it's a fair certainty, as I don't think, if I recall correctly, I've got the batteries installed yet. On the way in, I think we need more than one as well, because one doesn't charge enough for some reason. I think you need at least two. So we'll take a look. Yep, as I said, alarm. Oh dear, time to go to bed. I'll switch this off and then I'll go to bed. Well, in the game.
Dehydration increasing.
I think what didn't help was one of the solar panels wasn't pointing to the sun. And the thing about solar panels is they need pointing to the sun, otherwise they don't work. We have to press the reset breaker again button and all the power will come back on. Yes, you know, that's how it works. But insufficient charge is telling us we don't have enough oomph to charge the batteries. Have we got one battery or two? Electrical kit, yeah, I need to build another. I think there's a battery there. I think we have got one installed. You can tell I walked away from this before recording the last bit. However, we need another electrical kit, or is it two, I think? Yeah, we needed two. And then I think we build another battery here. Yeah, we did have one, look. Switched on. Oh, that one wasn't switched on. No, there doesn't. Yeah, that one. We've now got two batteries on. They're empty. And I don't think we've got enough oomph to charge them. We're told by that light. If that light still says, yeah, we haven't got enough gas. So more solar panels. More solar panels. This time we shall point them to the right, or towards the sun, where they need to go. That's the thing about solar panels. They like the sun. They tend not to work very well in complete darkness. So we're going to have to build more solar panels. Oh yeah, fluid analysis. I think that will. Yeah, that's what we're after next. Look, we've got only 5 credits, so we've got plenty of way to go. I think that takes 20 if I recall. Yep, it does. And it's no good hanging around here, pal. Make another solar panel. Medium construction, yeah, that's good as well. That allows us to build bigger bays and expand the size of our ship somewhat. Oh, a telephone call. A message. What they're telling us now. Oh, a distress signal. Well, our ship's broken. We can't get there yet until we've built our repair stuff. First things first, though, we need more power. Yeah, there we go. Look, that's where we're going, which we can't get to yet. And as you can see on here, this is where the damage is. We need to repair that through, well, a lump hammer. Yeah, it's still insufficient charge. It hasn't changed. It wouldn't do because we haven't got the solar panels lined right. So we need to build another. Look at that. Because I suppose I could have dismantled that one and replaced it, but no, I just built another one. Anyway, have at it. Well, can you think of any reason why I shouldn't build two? Oh, the music's come back on. I rather like that music. It's rather relaxing. If the music had gone off altogether, I would have seriously been tempted on sticking on an ambient soundtrack. Preferably a copyright-free one, of course. As you can see over there, there's those 4 dots. Now, that ship's the one we came out of, as you know. I'm wondering, although I don't think it's an issue now, I've got a decent tank. If I was too far away from my own ship, I could pop back into that one and restore oxygen there. But I don't know, it's smoke filled and you never know what might happen. So anyway, solar panels, 2 of them I think. Now that should ensure that we get enough sunshine. Now let's take a look at our power generation and see what's happening. If we've got enough charge, then it means we're not going to go pitch black when the night time comes. And we can start playing around until we've got enough research points to build a repair system. Yes, I know. Medium construction will eat up all my research points. Yes, but I've got to do something while I'm waiting for the other 20 points. So I'm going to build expansions to the ship. It's only a tiny little ship, but there's hardly anything to it. We've got some new modules. We've got a junction which kind of links sections together and allows you to build in right angles rather than just straight down, which is cool. I can't remember if it had an entrance to it or that it was literally just a junction. It says junction, so it's probably just a junction. I can't remember. However, so we should build some materials while we're waiting to get enough experience points, or research points, should I say, to build the repair stuff. This should take enough time. It should consume a bit of time. I think in the full version you'll be consuming a lot of time just twiddling your thumbs, waiting for things to happen. But again, that's games for you. I shall be back presently. Now we're going for an excursion to build or find parts to build our junction. I don't think you actually have to build a junction to build all the bits. I think it just allows you to build, like I say, at right angles and what have you. Otherwise you'll end up with a big cigar. On my way then, I shall talk to you in a moment. From here we've got a good view of the damage to our ship. You see that bit of broken yellow, and the thruster is damaged too, as you probably saw on the schematic. So that's what we've got to repair, then we can head off. I wonder if we get dramatic effects. We'll find out soon enough. Yes, we can't build that in here. We have to go outside and build it. I think I'll build the observatory as well. So yeah, I've got everything. I just need a bit of aluminium. The observatory. Now, I'm assuming that gives us the ability to take a look outside, because we have got windows on this ship, as you can tell. They're right next to the driver's seat and the navcom console, but they're awfully small. So I'm going to go outside, build at this moment a junction, and maybe have enough remaining or enough materials to build a medium segment. I can't remember what the name is, and of course an observatory. What we've got now, medium module. There you go. So you put that there. No hatchway, so you can build modules. So yeah, you can. There's no hatchway. I'm wondering if in the full game you can actually build an escape hatch or something like that. But currently not. So what now? Observatory. Observatory. Yeah, no, medium module. That was a junction, wasn't it? Not a medium module. Yes, so we need stuff. We need other bits to build a module. So we need to harvest some parts. Usually copper and silicon, because copper and silicon are a lot more rare than aluminium, as you can see there. Copper, it's usually brown. We just passed a big chunk there. I wish I'd stopped and collected it. But remember, to stop in space, just press the control key. I bet real astronauts can't do that. Water bag, always need water bags.
Oxygen level 50%.
Now we should decide, shall we build the observatory or the medium module? Firstly, we need to gather the bits. Aluminium. Need old hangar doors made of heavy aluminium. I thought they made of some sort of more steel material, something heavier. I suppose in space anything can hold well.
Approaching limit.
There is no gravity in space. You cannot have an inventory maximum weight in the weightlessness of space. Somebody tell the developers that. I've tried. Here we go, approaching. Now, where do we build it? Medium module, do we build it on the side? Yeah, we see you can build them on the sides or on the back there. We'll build it on the side. Have I got enough material for the observatory here? One way to find out. Observatory. Need more silicon. We know where the silicon is, and it's night time again. This light is awful, this torch. You mind you, in space, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? I mean, how would you get a torch that's able to light up the depths of space? So I suppose we'll just have to take another kip. Oh dear. There's no MP3 players or libraries in this vessel. You'd get awfully bored if you weren't so busy, I suppose. I think I'd die of boredom and incompetence. Now, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Yes. We were building the observatory. Let's go out and do it. Well, maybe. One thing that annoys me is that your research points don't go up when you're asleep. I think it's probably because, well, you're not doing any research, I suppose. No, that button there, come on. Have you gone raving mad? You don't press the pressurising. It's a LED, it's a display. And this is supposed to be the 1980s, apparently, where they didn't download things. Yeah, we'll not go into that, but never mind. Anyway, where we were going. Yes, we were looking for silicon, which is there. A big chunk of it there. Always towards the centre of the ship, or close to the ship, because it came off the solar panels. It's a big. I suppose you can't. It'd be awesome if you could dismantle that. You could have tons of silicon from that, or even better, repair it. So how many we got? Have we got enough to build the observatory yet? Let's go and try. I wasn't counting, so. Well, actually, I was when I actually played the game, but just now I wasn't. But put it there. Perhaps we should put it on a lighter spot, maybe? Oh, we didn't. But we can take a look out inside to see what it's like. Maybe we've got enough repair points now. Maybe we've got enough research now to make our repair tools. One way to find it out. Pressurise the cabin. And let's take a look. Anyone into mazes of closed doors? There's nothing behind that one. Oh yes, this one's got the observatory behind it. And we can see the planet. I think that's supposed to be Jupiter, although Jupiter actually has a pattern on it, a face. That doesn't. Oh look, here we go. This is where we want to be. The medium module. Build more devices in here, more storage, more batteries. We haven't got much here to build, but and again there's more of it when the full game comes out. That's actually quite a nice view when you look at it. Anyway, let's go and take a look at our science points. Just two more. Do we sit and wait? As you can see, the requirement, the next level requirement gets higher and higher with each level you get. We might as well just go and do something. It's not long. I would say go out for a spacewalk, gather some materials, do a bit of sorting out maybe. We've got empty cans. So you say I could break that down or trap? Yes, I could. Copper. There's only so many. 100 kilograms of weight in one of those things. Again, in dead space. Why would I suppose with it being so close to the planet, you would have a weight because there'd still be a gravitational effect, even though it's not noticeable. What we're doing now? Where are we? You see, it's just dragging now. It's doing it deliberately. Go outside. Grab some more materials. You see, this is the dead thing. We could have actually had something for else. I wonder if I'd done the water research, if any new materials had come up there. I think I did do it the first time I played it out, and I don't think anything turned up. It would be nice because I think it should allow you to make your own water. And I don't mean you're in recyc. I never mean you're in recyc. Anyway, where are we? Oh yes, in space, where no one can hear you scream. So they say. Well, there's no sound, is there? Don't you used to love those science fiction films where you used to like Star Wars, where you see ships chasing each other in space? They're firing weapons and you can hear them. No, you can't. There's no atmosphere. There's nothing. It would be silence. It would just no engine sounds, no. Oh, okay. My weight limit. Well, I had to do something to kill the time. So I think by now we should have enough research points.
Oxygen level 50%.
Almost. And there we are, full up, no more capacity. We could build more of these, but I think we're so close to finishing, we might as well just go back and have a look. By now, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. No, we don't want the tool bench. We don't want a workbench, or do we? No, we don't. No. There you have it. We now have mobile repairs. Let's build some tools. Yeah, we should have enough materials to build it anyway. It's all stuff we've built before and we've gathering materials, so we'll check that. One circuit board. We've got enough for. Yeah, we've got one enough for each of them already in our inventory. So now we need, was it 5 aluminium? 5 aluminium, was it? Have we got 5 aluminium? We have. There we go. Now we need to attach it to our suit. See the repairs thing there? Click on that. We've got nothing attached now. We click on swap and now we can repair things. Let's go out and take a look. Now I think we need raw materials as well. Usually aluminium. Yeah, we need to take a drink. Oh dear. Let's go outside. Come on, stop mucking about. Oh yes, we need aluminium, and empty water bags will give you aluminium. Only one, I think, but it means we need less when we've got one already, sort of thing. Yeah. You can see the damage clearly from here. There you go. Bright yellow. Broken. Silicon and aluminium. Yeah, we need both. We've already managed to repair that one, but we haven't got enough silicon for that one. So let's go and find some silicon. There's some on board the ship that I do know. Or we could go outside and look for it. But if we've got it on board the ship, we might as well go on board the ship and get some. I think we already got one and it wanted two. Away we go. All done. You thought there'd have been a nice welding effect or something, you know, a bit of animation or something like that just to indicate the repair is occurring. But then it is a demo, so we can't expect golden wonders. As you can see, our ship is in full repair. So let's take our course to this place. This is where we are now, and this is where we want to be. Let's go. Away we go.
Beginning burn in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Main engine cut off nominal. Transfer procedure complete.
We're still around the same planet. It was, I don't know how far we travelled, but I think it's a very short distance. It did say on the thing how far it was away. But this is our ship. Where's the other one? There's the other broken one. What went wrong out here? All the ships are broken. Is it a meteor storm or something? Mind you, in space, anything can break you up. Not even lights, look. Absolutely nothing at all. Oh, yep. Well, we can't get in until we do till we open the airlock. There we go, look. And evac. Or EVA. I assume that means evac. I never did look that up. There we go. Now we can go in and... Oh, look. A telephone message. Through here. Click the button and away it goes. Sparkly stuff. Something's broken. Everything's broken. Everything broken except the message stuff, which is working perfectly. However, we shall not go into that. Unlock terminal. Copy data. And I'm glad it didn't say download. Because back then you'd have had an RS-423. Or I don't even know if RS-232 was around then. It's RS-423, I think. Back then. Low speed serial comms. I think back then 9.6K was adventurous. Anyway, out we go. Go back to our own ship and see where it goes from there. Lovely, lovely water. Now we can go board and we should... Yeah, there you go, look. We've got a telephone call. Message for you, sir.
Communication received.
There we are. Going to the comms menu. There we are, look. Our new destiny. Yeah, download. Okay. pedantic mode disengaged. We have now reached this point. I think it means we can now go.
Transfer confirmed. Beginning burn in 5
Well,
seconds.
I think it's
4,
safe to say we've reached the end of the demo. If you like what you've seen and you want me to do more, like and subscribe and the usual stuff to make the YouTube algorithm work perfectly, if it ever does. And, well, I'll do some more. This is the first time I've done one in a while, so I hope you liked it. Catch you all later. Goodbye.